So welcome to the show, everyone. We're going to have a very interesting show today, and I'm going to go right in with networking right away with everyone. And as you all know, I have made it possible for everybody to talk on the air about themselves. So just give us a call here at the station at 602-277-5369. We'll get you hooked up with me so you can get yourself heard on Networking Arizona. I'm going to go right in with my first guest. I have Richard Cox, and he is the owner of American Seller Financing. Welcome to the show.
Thank you so much, Carol. How are you?
I'm fantastic. Let's talk a little bit about what's going on in the market and what do you do different than anyone else?
Oh, the real estate market's always crazy. With American Seller Financing, we are a processing and marketing firm. We assist buyers, sellers, and agents in order to be able to structure deals to where that a buyer is able to buy, a buyer who has been locked out of the market. Think of them as being in a penalty box, maybe due to a past foreclosure, short sale, or maybe they had to deed the property back to their bank. Well, rather than waiting the 4 to 7 years that most buyers have to wait for that event to go far enough into their background where they're able to buy traditionally, with seller financing, we're able to structure a deal where the buyer is able to buy right away, seller is able to sell, and get all cash at the closing, just as in a traditional sale.
Listen up, guys. So the client, it's the person that's selling,
Right.
is selling it to somebody who may or may not have the best credit. Is that the reason for that, or what?
Correct. It's either an individual who may have gone through, like I say, one of those penalty boxes.
Who hasn't? Okay, go ahead.
Or maybe it's someone who's self-employed. Since the financial meltdown, a lot of banks have pulled back from lending to self-employed buyers. And a lot of our buyers actually are self-employed individuals. Maybe they own a Mexican restaurant. Maybe they do any number of things, carpet layers, even realtors. Realtors are self-employed as well.
Mm-hmm. Now, can you help anyone through any part of the valley?
Yes, we can help anyone through any part of the valley. We're working in partnership with my friend Astolfo Licea at Wise Choice Properties. Astolfo handles the central Phoenix area and all of the East Valley. I am the designated broker for Darwin Jones Property Management, and we're based in Peoria, and we handle the far West Valley.
Now, your phone number is 602-492-4234.
That's actually directly to the hotline that Astolfo has set up for all of your listeners, because we're very happy to finally be on your show. We're very grateful for you allowing us out.
It's a hotline, like Batman.
Like Batman, baby.
Okay, so again, that number is area code 602-492-4234. And when they call in, is it somebody going to answer the phone? How's it going to work?
Yeah, Astolfo runs a regular real estate office. He has a receptionist, Phyllis, who answers the phone. He gets involved. All of his agents get involved. So whoever calls in, they'll be given that level of service.
Okay. Do you do consultations, or do they do consultations with the people that are calling in to kind of get an idea of whether or not they can even, do they fit this for the profile for this?
Absolutely. We have a checklist to go down to make sure where they're at in the process and see what we can do, what we can't do, and whether or not there may be a little bit of time that we need to wait.
Okay, so now their website is AmericanSellerFinancing.com. Their phone number, again, it's the hotline that they've just created for us right now, guys. It is 602-492-4234, and they'll even do a consultation with you to find out whether or not you fit this profile.
Absolutely.
Okay, so we talked a little bit about who the parties are and this and that, and the markets and the problem. In the market, the problems in the market. But my question to you is that are people still having a little issues?
Oh, absolutely. I go into the MLS on a daily basis, and there's anywhere from 10 to 20% of the inventory that's in MLS is either a short sale or an REO. So yes, we've made great strides from where we were in 2011 and 2012, but we're not out of the woods yet.
So tell them how this works again. So the process of the typical transaction.
I'm glad you brought that up, because that's the beauty of it. It's identical to a traditional sale with one exception. The seller becomes the lender. And then with our program, which we use, I work with a gentleman by the name of Tom Chase, so I want to do a shout out with him, Pinnacle Funding and Investment Group. Tom has investors who will step in at closing and purchase the beneficial interest in that loan, so that the buyer is able to buy, the seller is able to sell, and the seller gets what sellers always want, which is cold, hard cash at closing.
Cash is king.
Cash is king.
So their phone number, again, it's a hotline that they've created for us right now, so you can give them a call. The number is 602-492-4234. The website is AmericanSellerFinancing.com. Now, who's the winner then? Obviously, it sounds like everyone's a winner.
Everyone's a winner. Buyers able to buy instead of having to wait. They don't have to rent. They don't have to worry about rent increases. They're able to take care of, able to get the financial benefits that owning gives you. Sellers are able to sell. Agents are able to prosper and not leave the business. It's a win-win-win.
What's the catch then?
The catch is that an individual needs to have a little bit of a down payment, anywhere from 5 to 15%. And they need to be able to document their income in some fashion. Pay stubs, bank statements. You don't necessarily have to go through the rigmarole as a traditional lender, but we do need to have some documentation of income thanks to the Dodd-Frank Act that was recently passed.
Well, you know, a lot of people had lost their jobs a few years ago. They had some things that have happened to them, but now they might be working. And if you, especially for people who are, you said, are business owners, right? And maybe you had started that. Now you are a business owner. You might have been, not before, you worked for someone, now you had to. And you have the opportunity now to be a homeowner.
Homeowner, exactly.
And they can help anyone throughout the valley. There are two of them. Again, Richard, what's your partner's name? I don't have it written down.
Tom Chase is the money man.
Mm-hmm.
Pinnacle Funding and Investment Group, I apologize. Astolfo Licea is the broker for Wise Choice Properties, and they're literally right up the street here on 3rd Street in Central Phoenix.
And they'll do a free consultation for you to find out whether or not you fit for this. Then their number again is 602-492-4234. And again, that website is AmericanSellerFinancing.com. All right, so there doesn't sound like a lot of catches involved or anything like that. Why would anyone want to do this?
They're tired of rental increases. They see themselves coming to a position maybe in a year or two of being able to come out of that area that they're in where they can't buy. The beauty of this is that you can buy now. If you find your ideal home, you can buy it now, and in 6 months, a year, 2 years, refinance.
So you're here to educate. You know, we have a couple minutes now, so I want to kind of do that with you now, give you the opportunity. Educate those clients. So you're all about that. You want to help people get in. It's perfect because there's a lot of people out there that they're renting, and they have no idea that they might actually be able to get into a home of their dream.
Exactly. And if they can just give the folks at Wise Choice a call at the number that you just gave, we'll be able to walk them through, show them what's available, what's not available, give them an idea of what they can do today, and then they can now make an educated decision.
Sure. Now, again, that phone number is 602-492-4234. It's a special hotline. So, again, if you can't call them now, you can call them later. You should check them out on their website, which is AmericanSellerFinancing.com. And they can help anyone throughout the valley.
Absolutely.
And what are your final words for today?
That just give us a call and let us take a look, and we may open your eyes.
You know what? They do free consultations with people. I think it's a great idea. It is a win-win situation. And their phone number, again, write it down. It is 602-492-4234. The website is AmericanSellerFinancing.com. And we're going to go to a break. When we come back, we're going to have some other guests that have been on before. I am really excited that you're going to be coming back. We're going to be talking more about this and getting the word out about how people who have been renting for so long that they don't have to do that anymore. Give them a call. Their phone number is 602-492-4234. It's AmericanSellerFinancing.com.
Oh, nice meeting you. Nice meeting you guys.